Aquarius, I'm Christy, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. Oh, can't seem to shuffle today. I'll shuffle that again because that's going to bother me. Okay, that's better. What's going on with Aquarius this week? Okay. Temperance, that's beautiful. So you're coming into harmony and balance within yourself and outside of yourself coming through. So maybe your outsides didn't match your insides or something for me to be saying that. But this week, I feel as if there's going to be something happen quite abruptly that would have shook you to your core if it had happened a while ago. But you've healed so much and you're in so much balance within yourself this week that something's going to happen and you're just going to go, oh, okay. Didn't see that coming. Anyways, and carry on. Like, there's something about you just being able to keep calm and carry on. It's like the old saying goes, but truly, like, even like it's not a facade, it's not an act, it's not like you going, well, that's interesting anyways, but then carrying on worrying about it. You're genuinely going to be able to stay calm throughout something that catches you off guard and that you're not expecting. And it doesn't feel necessarily bad, it just feels like something that you would have reacted badly to in the past. You would have cared in the past, but now you don't. Nine of Cups, Ace of Swords, the Devil, there's a lot of cards here, Queen of Swords, and the Hierophant. So yeah, you've learned. The Hierophant is learning, the Hierophant is teachings. You've learned something, and I think it's something you've learned actually through yourself with the Queen of Swords. Like, you've learned through either communicating or not communicating. You've learned something about boundaries or something about people. I'm getting you blocking or unfriending people on like the internet, but like you've learned your lesson or something. Like, you've learned that it's okay to do that or something. Maybe you thought in the past that like it's a negative thing to set boundaries or cut people. Like, you saw it as negative, especially with the Devil here. You thought it was toxic. You thought it was negative to maybe, like, you didn't see it as placing boundaries. You saw it as burning bridges. But there's something this week where you realize, oh, actually, there's nothing wrong with me placing a boundary, with me realizing I don't want that person in my life, or with me realizing they were not healthy and they didn't have good intentions. Because this week you're completely balanced and like okay, either with decisions you're making or have made in the past. You're like, yeah, I did the right thing. And just something about just knowing that within yourself. The Queen of Swords is very intelligent. She knows what she knows. And she's also very witty. She's also very funny. So you might be making light of something as well that looks a bit negative to others. You're like just laughing about it. And they're like, how are you able to laugh at this right now, Aquarius? And you're like, well, it's nothing. I've been through worse. And again, because it is nothing. Like, there's something happening this week where other people are going to think it's a big deal, but you're going to go, eh. Something worse happened last week. I don't know, there's something where you're like, Ace of Swords also, clarity, communication. Nine of Cups. There's a little bit of a sense of you being emotionally content, which is very, very strange, because I'm saying something negative or something abrupt is going to happen that would have shaken you to your core originally if it had happened in the past. You're going to like something about this. Maybe you're going to like the way you handle it, or you're going to like how it looks like to other people. I don't know, that's vain or something. Maybe that's really narcissistic to say that, but there's something where you're going to like how you're coming across to other people when this happens. And I know that sounds weird, but it's going to make sense when it happens. Like, I don't know, I'm getting something about a warrior. I'm getting something about you looking quite strong when something happens. And also just being given, like, you're being given, what's the word? Can't think of the word suddenly. What's the word? Like, you're being given others' approval, but that's not the word I'm looking for. You're being given recognition. You're going to be given the appropriate recognition for how you handle something, and it's going to make you realize that the things that happened in the past that you handled very well, you weren't given recognition for by the people that were around you, but that was not because you didn't handle them well, that was just because you didn't have the right people around you, if that makes sense. But you might have been very hard on yourself in the past, thinking like, oh, I could have handled that better, maybe I didn't handle that the right way, but you did handle it the right way, you just didn't get that outside approval. Whereas there's something that happens that's way less than whatever's happened in the past this week, and you're going to go, oh, okay, if they're proud of me for how I handled that, they should have seen how I handled that other thing when no one was looking. Like, that's the energy. It's like where you're going to be very happy and proud of yourself and realize that just because no one was watching doesn't mean it didn't happen, and that it's okay to be proud of yourself. Ooh, 7 of Cups. Very nice energy this week. Like, whatever it is that's happening, you're actually going to end the week happy, I feel. 2 of Cups, 9 of Wands, Queen of Cups. There's a lot of love around you also. Now, this can be friends, family, or romantic. It doesn't have to be romantic, but it does feel a little bit like romantic. 7 of Cups is having like multiple options or avenues, and that's why I feel like it's actually, there's a lot of love around you and it's coming from different ways. So you have a lot of love around you in friendships, you have a lot of love around you in like family, which is kind of the same as friendships, it all feels the same, but you also have love coming from your workplace, which is weird for some of you. You also have love coming from a relationship or a romantic relationship that's coming in, but it's all coming from different places and it's all in different ways. You might also have like an online presence or something, but there's something where you're getting love through that, and it sounds weird to say you're getting love through online, but like, what's the opposite of love? Hate, right? So take it. It's a good thing. You're just getting appreciated. Whoa, random cough. Sorry. That makes me think that you've not been given appreciation, and you're suddenly going to be given appreciation, and it's going to feel a little bit overwhelming, but you're going to be happy about it. So you also, like, there's this sense of being overwhelmed, but like, you knowing you'd rather be overwhelmed with love than overwhelmed with the lack of it. Because with the 9 of Wands, this is like blocking people out. This is having boundaries. So maybe there's a sense of you knowing, oh, I kind of have an urge to back away from all this love I'm getting, but I know that if I do that, I'm not going to be happy. So if you're getting a lot of love and attention and it feels a bit overwhelming, this week you're deciding to stay there anyway. You're like, this is a bit overwhelming, I'm not sure if I like all this attention, but I don't like not having any. So I just take it. There's something about just going with the flow, because it will calm down a bit. So don't be overwhelmed. If there is, I feel like it's one person in particular giving you a lot of attention this week, you might go, oh, but see it through, because I feel like it's gonna calm down and the waters are gonna settle if you're a bit put off by it. You might have Scorpio in your chart for me to be saying that, because I said something similar to them. But yeah, there's something where you're gonna, or you're connected to Scorpio, but yeah, it feels like you are gonna actually be very happy. It's almost like there's something you asked for that you're getting as well in love, but when you get it, you're like, oh, this is a lot more. Like, it's almost like, the best way to put it is like you asked for good weather. Weird analogy, hear me out. You asked for good weather, you asked for a sunny day, and then you get the sunny day, and you go, oh, it's too bright. Oh, it's too sunny. Ah, there's a lot of exposure, I'm being seen. And that's like, so maybe the sun is going to come out in your reading, but yeah, it feels like you're being exposed a little bit, or seen a little bit more in depth than you were ready for, or than you felt you were ready for, but you are ready for it. What else? I'll get you one more card. What's happening? Okay, or 3. You have the 7 of Pentacles, 4 of Swords, and Strength. You are ready. Like, it's funny that I just said you are ready for it, because Strength, you're strong enough. 4 of Swords, you are healed enough. And 7 of Pentacles, you've been waiting long enough. Like, you're ready for whatever's coming in now. You're completely prepared. 8 of Wands, things moving very quickly, almost overwhelmingly fast, but all for the better. And there's a lot of communication happening for the better, for the good. I don't know why I'm getting something about, I'm seeing like a field for no reason. So I don't know if you're on a field, if you're going to a field, if you play sport on a field, but I'm seeing like an empty field. Maybe that's symbolizing potential. Maybe that's symbolizing something. I don't know. But seeing like an empty field. But in a good way. Like it doesn't feel empty sounds negative, but it's just like a field. Like a peaceful meadow or something. I don't know why that's coming through, but I'm seeing it. So maybe you live near one, or you go to one, or you're planning on it, or I don't know why that would come through. It's so specific. It won't be for everyone, but like you're waiting. I'm getting you another card for some reason, so we're just gonna go with it. What else? Okay, Two of Swords. Okay, you're getting an opportunity this week that you're gonna overthink. You're gonna think, is that too good to be true? Is that what it looks like? Is that a trap? I'm getting you seeing something on the ground that you want to pick up, but you're like, oh, it's a trap. They wouldn't just leave money on the ground. Like, who would drop that much money? That's a trap. Or, you know, there's something that you think is a blessing in disguise. Is that the right saying? I feel like I'm saying that wrong. There's something you think is negative. Yeah, that's not the right saying at all, right? Because blessing in disguise, yeah. There's something, though, that you think is a trap, but isn't a trap, is basically what I'm trying to say. And it's going to look little as well. It won't look like what it's leading to. So, I'm also getting something about you and a man. So, if you're into men, there's something about a man where it's like, somebody, like, it's almost like somebody's dangling a carrot in front of you. Like, somebody knows there's something you like. And you're like, what's the catch? What's the catch? Like, they're like, I know that you like that sports team. I've got tickets to go see them. And you're like, yeah, what's the catch? And then you realize there's no catch. They genuinely just want to take you. They want to go with you to see this. I don't know, but it seems like you're like, yeah, what's the catch? What do you want from me? And they actually don't want anything from you apart from to go to the sports game or something. I don't know. But there's something where you're like, too good to be true. That person that's quite attractive wants to go see the sports team that I really like with me. What am I missing? But you're not missing anything. Like, there's something where, yeah, that's the best way to put it. Like, it's reciprocated. And it's really ideal because it's something you like that you're going to get invited to. There's an offer coming, but you're going to be like, what's the catch? But there isn't a catch. Okay, I've said that 100 times. Sorry, just repeating myself for the fun of it. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Turtles Tarot Tuesdays. Mumbled. I'll say it again. I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Turtles Tarot Tuesdays.